Yo, what's going on, everybody? In this video on NBA Top Shot, getting into some crazy and wild predictions for the offseason this summer. Top Shot's gonna have to come up with some crazy stuff to keep people engaged during the summer. Obviously, if people are starting to lose a little bit of interest, it seems like during the heat of the NBA playoffs and going into the finals, they're gonna have to kick it up for the offseason as well. So I'm going to talk about a few things they could do. In no way are any of these things actually set what they're going to do. It's just a predictions of mine, but fun to talk about predictions, especially around Top Shot. That's half the fun of NBA Top Shot, in my opinion, is just trying to predict what's going to happen next. So up on the screen, we got Bobby Portis, the man whose eyes bulge out of his head. Had a great game last night. That was good to see. And now they're going back to Atlanta, so should be another good Game 6 that we got there. But the first prediction I wanted to talk about is burning moments. So that's something I talked about in another video. I'll link the card up here and also put it down in the description. But something I didn't talk about or actually missed in that video is the number of undistributed moments. So if we just look at a random 40,000 moment, just pull up this Gordon Hayward, we can see as we scroll down that there's 3,982 unavailable for purchase. So that means that those haven't been distributed at all. But then we also have this hidden in packs number at 2,500. So what I didn't know in that video was if we come to look at this moment on evaluate.market, we see that number combined. So I thought there was that many actually undistributed moments, but they don't tell you on evaluate market the ones that are still in packs. So here you can see the number remaining is 6,500, which is basically just adding those two numbers together. So there's actually a lot less undistributed moments than I thought, but still 3,900. Basically 4,000 is a lot to still distribute by the end of the season. And one of these older 40,000 moments, they're not distributing that many in these big common pack drops. And I don't think we have that many big common pack drops left like the last one, the playoff round 2. Because if we come look at these packs and what was in them, we can actually just pull up that exact Gordon Hayward moment and see how many they distributed last time in a fairly large drop, which, like I just said, we're probably not going to see a drop this size again before the offseason. How many Gordons are there? Okay. So they distributed 750 in a large drop here. So the next drop, I don't know if they're doing another common drop. It might just be a rare drop and then legendary drops, which you're not going to have that many of these base moments distributed. Definitely not 750 of one here. And I mean, even if they did on 3 more pack drops, that would be like 2,200 that we're going to be redistributing, and then we'd still be left with 1,800 in that case, and then they could end up burning those, and it would go from 40,000 to 38,200. So I would really love to see them do that, just burn everything at the end of the finals that wasn't distributed in Series 2. Another thing they could do, though, is they could just keep distributing those during the off season. When they're doing the run it back, say you get like a run it back moment plus 2 Series 2 common moments. So they could just do that. They did say that they were going to be done with Series 2 just outright at the end of the finals, but maybe that just meant they were done making new Series 2 moments and they're just going to keep distributing them until they're all gone. So who knows what they're going to do with that, but I think it would be awesome to have them just burn everything at the end of the finals heading into the offseason. And then a lot of these moments, especially the 40,000 ones, would have a little more value because they'd be out of 38,000 or something like that. So another thing they could do in the offseason is we're over here on eBay looking at cards. You can see a card like this, a rookie card for the draft. So just building some hype around the draft and having a Top Shot moment like this of the player walking up on stage would be pretty cool. The thing that could go wrong with this, which someone pointed out to me when I brought this up a few days ago, is that would technically be their Top Shot debut, would be of them walking up on stage and actually getting drafted, which would be pretty lame. But I think they just have to build some hype around the draft, which is coming at the end of July, so it's coming up pretty soon here. And I'm just wondering different ways that they're going to hype up Top Shot around the draft. It is a little sketchy, Joe, because whatever moment they make first on them is technically going to be their Top Shot debut. But just building some hype around the draft. Another idea to build hype around the draft is have some kind of run it back, like the 2003 draft class. So we would get LeBron, Melo, Wade, Bosh, and some other good guys in that draft class. Off the top of my head, I think Chris Middleton was in that one, and a few other pretty solid NBA players. But that was a great draft class. But beyond the top 4 or 5, it wasn't that great. Another great one, it would be like 97, I believe, was when Kobe was in that draft class, and I think Steve Nash, and like that was a crazy draft class. So having some run it back with draft class packs would be super sick in some really good drafts in the years past. Could also build some hype around the NBA draft. Another event in the summer is going to be NBA Summer League. So if we had some kind of NBA Summer League moments, that would be super sick as well. Obviously, again, we run into the issue of having the new rookies like Cade Cunningham having his Top Shot debut be a Summer League moment is not that cool. So they could still do the Summer League and just make moments for everyone except for the rookies, and just don't have any Top Shot debuts be Summer League. You can still have some guys in the Summer League. Like I bet RJ Hampton, Killian Hayes are going to be in the Summer League. Even like LaMelo Ball might be in the Summer League. So you would have some really good Top Shot players currently right now that will be in the Summer League playing. Just exclude the rookies and do some kind of Summer League moment. I think that would be really cool. I really like watching Summer League, honestly. It's just all the young guys out there trying to prove themselves. It's kind of like watching Hard Knocks or something like that on HBO. Another thing they could do in the offseason is going to be the Olympics. So obviously there's some Olympic cards out there. Here we have a Steph Curry. Here we got an MJ. Another MJ. A lot of Jordan USA cards out there. It looks like here we got John Stockton. Recently made some insane headlines. We got KD here. So Olympic moments would be really cool. I've heard that they don't actually have the license to do that, which kind of makes sense actually. So I don't think we're going to be seeing that, but it would be super cool to see Olympic moments also. But that one is more of a stretch than something like Summer League. And next we come over here to run it back moments. So they're definitely doing run it back packs and sets. It's just a matter of what they're going to do. So obviously the highest serial count is 275 for running backs right now, which is super low. I would imagine they would do something like the size of the playoff packs where they're at 12,000. They could maybe even go higher, 15,000 or 18,000 for these. I wouldn't think they would make them 35,000 or 40,000 plus, but who knows? My bet would be on 12, 15, or 18,000 for the new run it backs, and have something around a draft class would be super cool. I really wasn't on Top Shot for when these were released, and I don't know if there's a theme to any of these. They just kind of seem like random moments here. So I just want to check out one of these. So Brooke Lopez, when he played with Paul Pierce, it's just a random play, I guess, against the Clippers. So it doesn't seem like there was really any theme to these. And unless they just did, looks like 2013, 2014 is the majority of when these were from. So I guess the theme was just those 2 years. But how insane or valuable would a rookie LeBron from 2003 be? Also, Wade obviously would be a big one, and Melo and Bosh. But that would be super sick. Some other things we would love to see in running back obviously would be a Kobe Bryant moment and a Michael Jordan moment. Those would be the golden boys for the running back moments. But I feel like they can't just make those. They got to definitely sign off on a lot of areas before they go ahead and put in a couple of the GOATs into these running back moments. Some other guys I would like to see would be like Allen Iverson, Tracy McGrady. Get a Charles Barkley in there would be hilarious. Get a Kenny Smith. Just get the whole TNT crew. Get Shaq in there. Yeah, so I think that would be awesome to have just some old guys in there. And then lastly, if we come over to filters here, something that they said they were going to do in this offseason is make new badges. So if we look at the badges they have right now, there's 4 badges. They made 3 rookie badges, which in my opinion was kind of a mistake in the heat of the moment because now it's just like kind of convoluting how many badges are out there and how many badges you need to filter by. If they just had 1 rookie badge, I think that would have sufficed. And then a Top Shot badge, we would be sitting at 2 now. And then if they just add the awards, which I've been talking a lot on this channel, but I think it would be super sick to have a 6th Man of the Year award badge, an MVP badge, Defensive Player of the Year badge, all those, Rookie of the Year badge, obviously. And it would just make a lot of these moments a lot more valuable. And it would be just super cool because, I mean, there's only 2 players right now that would have 6th Man of the Year badges. I guess maybe some of the running backs from 2013 or 14, if they made 6th Man of the Year, would have them as well. But I think that would be super sick, and it would get people buying, like, during the season. I mean, there was probably 5 leading MVP candidates throughout the season. You had Embiid at first, and then it looked like LeBron, and then people were talking about Harden, and then Steph Curry popped up, and then Jokic kind of slid in the last couple of months of the season and, like, took over the MVP. So if they had an MVP badge coming for when the award was announced, I think it would just build so much hype around those 5 players' moments during the season of people anticipating who's going to win the award and get that badge. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this video on what some of my predictions are for the off season or cool things they could do. If you have any ideas on this, definitely drop a comment down below on your thoughts of what they could do in the off season. And subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos on NBA Top Shot, and I'll catch you guys in another one.